And hello, welcome to my channel. I am live. I am creating a mosaic art, and it's going to be very, 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 very nice. I swear. But can you guess? Can you guess which one I'm doing? Let's see who guesses first. So I've got my little numbers here, and each one has a code. Like you can't see my numbers first of all, and I have to put them all in order. I hope everybody's having a good day. It looks like it's going to be a great day today. Hey, Mayo. Hello, Lego and things. Yes. I hope that everybody's going to have a amazing day. I do not celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's still a good day. Mm, I am definitely doing a mosaic art. Now, if anybody wants to know what a mosaic art is I take different colored dots, like whatever it may be, and I put it together to make a picture. It can represent something that I know, something that you know. It could be a picture that I take on the camera. It could be a picture that I took out of a magazine. But the thing is that it's my own creation. It's not going to be something that is a Lego set. So you cannot buy it. It's going to be a mock, my own creation. And Mayo says, okay, gotcha. Lego and Things says he can't stay that long because I will be going live on my channel. Oh, okay. Well, have fun on your channel. Um, Take care. Well, I know that you ain't leaving yet. You said can't stay long. Okay. Well, I'm going to continue on my build. So we got that, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one's gone. Okay. And because I made my own design, that means that I'll be using the dots that I have, meaning I'm going to have some with studs and some that are flat because I'll be using what I have. And hopefully that'll still turn out very nice. Oh, okay, Mayo. I understand. You got to get your beauty rest. So far, we're starting off with some grays and browns. Oh, a black came in. Oh, okay. That's what you're thankful for? You're thankful for the NFL. Okay. I know you're a big fan. So I hope you have your team play good for you. Win, right? I have no clue about sports. So I ain't going to attempt to fake it or anything because, yeah, it ain't happening. Now, in case you wanted to start to guess which which corner this is or where I'm starting in the lower left-hand corner of my design. Here we go, number 6. Oh, I gotta open the bag. Yeah, I had this ready. It actually is a slightly different gray than than the first gray that I was using. It is not a Star Wars M&M's Mosaic. I love the fact that you were trying to guess though. That is amazing. You can ask questions. I'll answer. So no, it is not Star Wars M&M's Mosaic. Okay. 6. Oops, 7, 7, 7. I'm gonna work on number 7. Yeah, I kind of put some of these in baggies, and I'll just have to dump them in so that way I can use them. Good morning, Grumpy J. I hope you're having a very grumpy morning. There was a Lego Star Wars M&M promo mosaic for 2007. Oh, really? Now, this is going to be my own creation. So it's not going to be copied. I have not seen anybody else do it yet. Mayo Hospital, thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. I really enjoyed your channel being subscribed for a couple of months. Oh, wonderful. Now, Lego and things, I have a question for you. Oh, Grumpy J, deviled eggs, send some my way. Lego and things. So what kind of channel do you have? Are you mostly interested in Star Wars, or are you a mock builder, or do you do friend sets? What? Tell me. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, there we're starting with the different colors now. Mm, number 8. Uh-oh. Oh, this is number 10. Okay. I have them color coded. Okay, so Lego and Things says, right now I only have one video because all my other videos deleted. I am a mock builder. Oh, great. I love mock building. Thanks, Lego and Things, Mail says, although I don't see you in the comments, so I didn't know that. Oh, okay. So that's why it's important to comment on people's channels, and they get to know you. And we're, as far as I have seen, we're a great Lego community. Yes, yes, yes. Mosaic mocks are better than mosaic sets. I echo your sentiment about the comments. Lego and things. I like your videos and I will comment. Oh, now I hope you're talking to both of us, both Mayo and I. Thank you, because we get to know each other. Oh, you want to put in the link? I see, for the Star Wars M&M's mosaic. Okay. Actually, Mayo. Thank you, Lego and Things. You definitely can be invited. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go invite Mayo Hosco to the panel. Alrighty, I am back. Oh, bye, guys. She says, or he or she says. Like when things says, have a good day. I hope you have an amazing day as well. Have fun in your stream. Have a good one. Okay, I'll get back to my mosaic. The next on the list is number 9. And do that right there. Then the 12, 13, 12. 12. I'll boot up my Mac. Oh, okay. It depends on how tired you are. I understand. And number 13. There we go. I have to open one of the bags. Amazing. That was
Hey,
quick.
yeah, it only takes me about 2 minutes to bring up Instagram on my Mac. It used to on my old computer. It used to take me 10 minutes just to get onto the home screen. Yeah, and
Wow.
I'm never too tired to talk with my friends.
Well, thank you. Yeah, don't overdo it though, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, don't ruin your health because of me.
I yeah, because I just need to find any excuse to put me to sleep. And that's why I like going surfing just after midnight and seeing who's on either on YouTube or Twitch.
Hmm.
And I was just watching some videos earlier, and then I was going through my subscription box and saw, oh, you're going to do a live stream, and I was like, bingo.
This is actually slow going because you have to find the numbers. All right, number 4. Where are you, number 4?
Just like the old paint by numbers
Yeah,
art
pretty much.
artworks that they used to do in the 50s and the 60s.
But um, yeah, yes, because it's not color coded. It makes it just a wee bit more difficult.
Yeah, because the bad thing about the Lego Mosaic instructions is that they've never bothered to print the colored ink. They've only done the numbers, and it's literally like a paint by numbers, and paint by numbers instructions are terrible. Paint by color is a lot more easier and manageable.
No, actually, Lego has done a great job, I thought, doing it. What they do is they have these numbers, and then each one they put the color on there. So I could probably do that too. But the problem is that I have up to like I think 64, and this doesn't go up to 64.
Yeah, it's fantastic that the newer Lego in that the instructions for the new mosaics do that, but I'm talking about the older mosaics that were first made in 2001. And that if
Oh,
if anyone knows Lego in 2001, that was when they were in the midst of the bankruptcy. So the last thing they were going to do was spend the extra money to print ink in their instructions that they didn't need to. But now, since Lego is clearly the most popular toy in the world, they can afford to make their instructions easier to read.
they are definitely the most popular toy in my house.
Yeah, and the only toy that rivals it is Hot Wheels.
Oops, I made a mistake. Okay. Where's 10?
Yeah, so I've just never been amazed with the Lego mosaics, to be honest.
Really?
Both in the colored era and the grayscale era, because if anyone didn't know, not only did they sell those 5 mosaic sets that were in the grayscale from 2001 to 2003, I think it was, but they also had a program where if you took a digital photo of yourself, you could send it into Lego. That at that time that would have been via it would have been via email. You could email Lego. No, yeah, no,
Are you
Logo.
talking
You
about the
could
yellow set?
email. You could email Lego a portrait of yourself, and they would send you the pieces and the instructions to build whatever photo you sent them. And that was back, we're talking the early 2000s. Not many people owned a digital camera, so it was a very upscale thing to do back in the day. It's kind of like a mail order for Lego mosaics, if you will. It's very similar to what they did with the old Lego Factory, where you could design a set on Lego Factory, which was the precursor to Lego Studio, and they would send you and you could have the option to buy the pieces and the instructions to make whatever model you made, which was a precursor itself to Lego ideas. So it's funny how the evolution of that has come along. It all
Yeah.
started with the humble Lego mosaics 20 years ago.
So, are you talking the first set? Was that the one where the face is yellow and the brick is yellow and gray?
Um, I
Or was
think
there something before that?
yeah, because I think I think you're thinking of that set that came out 4 years ago with the yellow box.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a my custom mosaic set where it gives you it it's in the similar style of the 20-year-old grayscale mosaics, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a link on there's a QR code either in the instructions or on the box that takes you to somewhere where you can upload a selfie of yourself to lego.com, and then it does something for you. Actually, that might be in the Lego Builders app, but I know that that set was made 4 years ago or whenever they rebooted Lego Mosaics as a tribute to the old antiquated system they used to do 20 years ago. So that's a set that pays homage, and I'm glad that Lego remembered that weird part of their history. And it's a
I
set that
find,
you always see going on sale because not many people buy it.
oh yeah, I did get two of them because I needed these plates to do this mosaic.
Mm. And if
Obviously, this isn't
anyone,
going to be all yellow.
yeah, because I know a lot of mosaic builders who prefer to use the grayscale and not the colors because I guess the colors are more expensive. They
They
buy
are.
they buy those my custom mosaic sets in the yellow boxes all day long when they're on sale. It's
Well,
kind of
I'm
like
not.
the Instagram photographers that do all of their photos in grayscale.
Well, this is going to be just a wee bit difficult because I did my own mosaic, which means that I don't have everything all uh, set up so neatly. Like I guess if it was a real set, so I
Mm,
had to pick out my own colors. I had to organize them. I use let's see if I can. This is the old um insert
from the
that
advent
we
calendar.
had from the advent calendars, which they're not doing anymore.
No, because
Um,
didn't they switch to a plastic version?
cardboard.
Ah, they switched to cardboard because that looks like the material they use for egg cartons.
Mm, but you're right. This is a carton type of material. It's like paper. Okay, I need a 22. Well, this is going to take forever. I'm going to
Yeah,
have to do
take a
a
long
lot of
time.
off stream.
You can probably put me on the small screen.
Well, every time you talk, it pulsates. We got to see some movement.
That's funny because that's an admission that you're not moving a lot.
We got to make sure our stream didn't freeze. Okay, so yeah, I'm pouring the color into the box that's marked for that particular number that I need right now. And I'm going to do something radical. I'm going to be mixing the flat tiles with the studs because I don't want to have to order any new color, first of all. And hey, that's just something that we're going to experiment with to see if it actually looks better with some parts raised with the stud. So we'll see.
I know that some Lego Mosaic purists will be totally triggered right now. Those are the same Lego purists that say whenever you're using string in a build, you cannot use fishing line. It has to be official Lego string.
So I need fishing line for my hanging up some of my stuff onto the ceiling.
Yeah, because I've got a lot of helicopters I could very well hang from in between skyscrapers. And since I'm not a Lego purist, I am going to allow myself to use a fishing line and not be one of those uptight people that say you can only use official Lego string with your Lego build.
Hmm. But
I
I
laugh.
didn't
I laugh.
label.
I laugh at those people because they just waste money every day, and they're the same people that don't buy the custom stickers. They have to go onto Bricklink and pay 50 times as much for an official Lego sticker sheet than what they could on eBay for. Is it? I think it's Brick Sticker Shop who do all the reprints of the old of the stickers from the old sets.
Now, I kind of rushed the boat. What I should have done, okay, I did not put number 27 on my board. I have no clue what number 27 is supposed to be. I
Hello,
did not
Johnny.
label my colors for 27. I'm going to have to leave that blank.
Yeah, yeah, and with all those earth tone colors, it really adds a lot of texture. So you must be building dirt right now.
Hey, Johnny Builds. Actually, no.
Hmm.
But you'll see in the end what it is, or you can still ask questions and try to guess what I'm doing.
Yeah, because anyone out there in the chat, feel free to guess what Mosaic Ingrid's trying to build. Because
Yep, you can ask questions.
I was originally thinking it was an outdoor scene, but that throws me off my game. So I'm gonna have to think differently.
I have a very bad camera holder right now. I tried two different camera holders this morning. I was almost late for my own stream because of it.
Because it could be a dirty carpet. It could be a weathered brick wall.
It could be, but it's not a dirty carpet. It's not a brick wall. Don't tell me I missed 32. Oh, okay. No, I found it.
I'm glad you said that because I was about to say. So how about that airline food?
This is this is very difficult. Is it a turkey? No, it is not turkey. It is not a turkey.
There's weird noise outside, and
It
I
will
have the
be.
window closed.
Oh, sorry. What's the weird noise? Is it a turkey running away?
Maybe it's my air conditioner, but that looks like rain pitter patter on the sidewalk. Yeah, maybe it's rain. Which rain shouldn't be happening right now because we're at the end of spring, and you're at the end of autumn. So is there by any chance I can send my rain your way right now?
I've had plenty, thank you. Actually, we had a wind and rain storm yesterday. So my son, he says to me, "Can you come over and watch the baby?" My grandson. I said, "Absolutely." So I went over there, and he had to be to work by 7 o'clock in the morning. So I had to try to go at a decent speed limit, but it was almost impossible to drive. It was horrible. Um, the it was white knuckle driving all the way, and I had to try to get there in time so he could go to work. I don't want him late for work. Boy, was it rainy and windy. Oh, my daughter called me. She thought it was going to be a tornado. It was that bad.
Wow. And I haven't heard from any of my friends in the Northeast of any snow yet.
Not yet. Very close. It got cold enough.
Because there's someone from Connecticut that always tells me every 2 years the snow doesn't come in November.
Oh, really? In Connecticut? That ain't far from me.
Yeah, because Connecticut, upstate New York, Massachusetts, where you are, I've got friends all over the Northeast. And I feel really sorry for my friends in upstate New York when they get trapped in their house because of the snow.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it would be pretty hard. And then when you go to work in the morning, you have to shovel the snow out of your driveway. That would be so painful.
I remember the blizzard of 78. Of course, you were too young.
Yeah, because that's when the Lego minifigure was born.
Oh, my goodness. The blizzard of 78 was when the Lego minifigure was born. That's because somebody was bored in their house. And there wasn't been something to play with.
Yeah. Maybe it was the ghost of Ole Kirk Christensen who saw the giant blizzard and thought to himself, well, hey, Lego is on the uprise in the United States. Why don't I try do something wild and crazy to get people stop talking about the weather and start talking about toys instead?
But let me tell you, the blizzard of 78, I was stuck in my house for 2 weeks. A lot of people were only stuck in their house for a couple of days. But the wind blew that fluffy stuff to my house. So where most people had, 4 or 5 feet of snow in my neighborhood, I had upwards of 13 feet because
Wow.
the whole neighborhood blew to my yard in front of my doors. So I couldn't open my front door or my back door.
I remember about 5 years ago, I was in a group where there was someone from Minnesota who said that they get 4 feet of snow every year, and there was another person in that group who was from Tennessee, and that person from Tennessee said that they couldn't go home from school, and so they had to stay overnight in the school because they got half a centimeter of snow. That's
You got
that's pretty,
notification.
that's a pretty big overreaction. Too scared to drive home in a southern state because you got half a centimeter of snow on the road.
Well, I went to go visit my mom in South Carolina one year, and people do not know how to drive in the snow over there. Because they do not know how to drive in the snow, there's major accidents. People were going way too fast. They didn't know how to brake. They didn't know how to get out of a skid. So I could see why. Because I saw it happen. Here, this is going to trigger somebody right there.
Triggered. 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 Triggered.
All right, now I gotta do 11. I gotta look on my little thing and look. I gotta look for the little papers that I have sticking out. I gotta find one that says 11 on it. All right here. So that's why it's taking me so long trying to find my little chicken scratch. I made a mistake of touching the. Okay, time to switch camera holders.
Yeah, you were talking about the blizzard of 78. I remember the drought of '09 because I remember it so much that across our whole state, since our state is at the bottom end of the major river system in our country, we had to be put on water restriction in the summer. The drought
Oh,
was so bad. And then eventually the cyclones came 2 years later, and the rivers went back to normal.
wow,
but
that must have
sadly,
been tough.
but sadly, a lot of the through a lot of the cyclones that happened last decade that helped get the rivers back to their normal levels. A lot of people died and a lot of people lost their houses
Oh, that's tough.
because the state of Queensland has the same home insurance problems as Florida. You have to build your house on stilts to withstand cyclones and hurricanes. Because I remember reading somewhere that from 2001 to 2009, the drought was so bad that we had 1 year's worth of rain in 11 years or something.
Whoa, that's nothing.
I don't remember where I read that, and I'm not sure if it was in. I'm not sure which state it was in, but I did read that somewhere once upon a time. I just wish I remember where I read it.
I'm looking for my little chicken scratch of number 27. Well, I'm not finding my number 27. Maybe I didn't put aside a number for that one. That's it. Skip number 27, I guess. We're going to skip it. There you go.
And hello, Miss Amby.
Miss Amby's here? Yay! Hey, Miss Amby.
She got here 2 minutes ago, and I was too distracted, so I didn't see it.
And was distracted trying to find my numbers.
I'm
Okay,
distracted trying to find my facts.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 25. Here we go. So, Miss Amby, I am building something. It is going to be 5 of these base plates across, 5 base plates high. So we'll see what it comes out like. I'm I did my own creation, my own mock. So just like I did with poison ivy, I did one of poison ivy, and I believe that one also was 5 base plates by 5 base plates. Um, it seems to be a reoccurring size for me, but it'll look good because one, if I can put it up on the wall, they'll both be the same size, which will be good. Oh, I'm getting the hiccups. Gotta get to the coffee.
Yeah, and the reason someone gets hiccups is because their diaphragm stops going in opposite directions. That's why I always hold my breath whenever I have the hiccups. Because if you hold your breath, you give you give your diaphragm a chance to correct itself. Some people think all you need to do is have someone scare you, or have someone, or or drink some water, but those are just both of those are actually just means to an end of holding your breath.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of
Well,
it's kind of like how if you ever drink a lot of water all in one go and you start to feel drunk because you're drinking water and you're not breathing out.
I usually drink out of my Miss Amby cup in my Lego room, but I put it in the sink.
When I get my new tables from IKEA in about a
This means
fortnight,
it's gonna be.
in about
It,
a fortnight, I'm gonna have to only drink Mountain Dew on my live streams, and I have a balked mug that I won on a Twitch giveaway
now,
because
Miss Amby's asking a question. Is it a DC character?
well, that's a good guess.
No. Okay. So my question to you, then are you gonna get paid for promoting that drink?
It would be great to to have enough cachet one day for where Mountain Dew wants to sponsor me, but I don't have the cachet yet.
Hmm. Too bad.
I know that Taco Bell has a program where they sponsor people who do podcasts, but since I'm from Australia, that program might only be available to American based podcasts. I need to
I run,
research I need to research that program.
I run across a problem with number 27 again. I don't know what number 27's color is supposed to be.
What's 9 plus 10? No, no, sorry. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Okay. Is that a meme?
Yeah,
That's the
that's a
boy?
meme. That's a meme from 8 years ago.
There was a mother and father teaching a kid math.
And then they made a music video about it.
Did that?
Yeah, yeah, because the chorus was like, "No, I'm not. What's 9 plus 10? 21. You stupid. You stupid." Yeah, they made it into well, they took the meme and they made it into a song.
Well,
It's kind of like how Watch Me Whip was created by a video that went viral on the internet, so they made a song about it. Because that was a high schooler that made that video 12 years ago.
wait a minute. That wasn't done by oh Smith.
Yeah,
I
because
forgot her name.
yeah, yeah. So what happened is um the the watch me whip person um took uh, took that video that went viral and made a song, and there was a different song called "Whip My Hair Back and Forth," which was done by Willow Smith. I think that was also a song that was a spoof of a video that went viral. That was a common thing in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Young young people below the age of 25 made music videos out of viral videos on social media. That doesn't
Oh,
happen much anymore. I think because that genre died.
I thought it was because people would sue and say, "Hey, no, that was my idea."
No, I think it's because they may. I think it's because they found new things to do, and I think it's because social media evolved and got more quote unquote mature. Because if you go back and look at some of if you compare if you compare a YouTube video from 2007 to 2013 to 2018 to 2023, oh my god, the quality is so bad the older you get.
Yeah, and we thought it was great quality back then.
Yeah, because once upon a time, every YouTube video was edited on Windows Movie Maker, and then it was all edited on iMovie, and then it was all edited on Final Cut Pro, and now it's all edited on Adobe whatever.
Hmm. So no, it's not DC. Is there any more questions out there?
Is that
Not yet.
is that supposed to be a path? Is that supposed to be a pathway?
No, it is 5 base plates by 5 base plates. So it's not going to be something small. It's not going to be a path. No, and it is going to be another mosaic art. Okay, 6.
Because
One, two, three, four,
I'm
five,
not
six.
sure. I'm not sure if that's thick enough to be the shoulder and collarbone of a person.
Not yet.
Okay, maybe I'm on the
Well,
right.
I think so. It is.
Maybe I'm
It
on the
is.
right there.
You're right. It is. It is the shoulder and collarbone.
Okay, so it is either person or character.
Mm-hmm. It
So if
is.
so if you're using all of those colors, then it either has to be a really textured. Well, what you're building right now either has to be a really textured piece of clothing or a really detailed skin pigmentation.
You are right.
Okay, glad we got that narrowed down because I was just looking at the curvature and
I gotta write down that I did not do number 27. And now that I'm looking, I don't think I have number 41 either picked out.
because I was just starting to look at the curvature and I was like, that's a really shallow curve. What types of objects are a really shallow curve? How about a shoulder joint?
Here we go. 22. We got some yellows in here. And because I did not have, now this is a clue, lemon yellow, I decided to do the transparent yellow, the clear. Oh, I do have 41. Okay, 41 was covered up. It is a lemon yellow.
What's 30 plus 9? 41.
So, you having turkey?
That would have to be directed at Johnny Builds.
Is it a
Because
turkey?
because because out of everyone here, we've got two people who aren't American. We've got an American that doesn't participate, and someone that literally said the word turkey in the chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, Thanksgiving is not a worldwide holiday. Got it.
Yeah, because we have other
Okay.
methodologies. And Lego, and yeah, I just got that notification from Lego and things. Let's see who are the active participants. Let's go to your channel. You're 15 away from you're 15
500.
from 500. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute.
No
But
problem.
yeah, there we go. And we got 8 likes. We got 8 likes on the stream. Let's
Yay,
get that.
thank you
Let's,
guys.
let's get that to double digits, people.
Amazing. Thank you. How about you, Miss Samby? Um, you don't celebrate that because you're on the other side of the world too, right? What do you think about that holiday?
The only reason I care about no, sorry, no, sorry. There are only no, sorry. There are two reasons for me to care about Thanksgiving. One is that since I've basically um, sold out to American culture, I have people who are in cahoots with that, and two, I'm a sucker for the NFL, and they have annual Thanksgiving traditions. Because steel used to be America's number one export, then it was corn, now it's culture.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, because America doesn't really export a lot of things anymore, because ever since NAFTA in 1995, the rest of the world has found other ways of getting their crap, and so now culture is by far your biggest export, because all of the culture gets funneled out through either Broadway or Hollywood to the rest of the world. That's why people make all of those. Well, that's why The Simpsons once made the joke that, yeah, we occupy that useless mass of land between Los Angeles and New York called America.
Wow,
I
that's
always
hard.
found that I always found that joke so telling about how American culture is exported.
I might run out of colors. Uh-oh. That's not good. Which means I'll have to order some.
And if you go via Lego.com, then all of the colors will be the same price.
Yeah.
But if you go via Bricklink, some colors might be cheaper than Lego, and some pieces might be more expensive than Lego. That's why when I place a pick a brick order to get something, I always make sure. Well, I always double check Bricklink to see if they have it cheaper in the quantity I need.
This is the reason why when I go to the pick a brick wall, one of the major things that I do look for is the studs, is the dots. And I'll just grab a whole cup full because or I'll just, you know, fill in the lower corners, to fill in the gaps with as much as possible because I know as a mosaic maker that I'm gonna use it someday. I will use it.
I'm gonna look up stud on Pick a Brick and see what comes up.
Let's see if it's 3 cents a piece.
No, sorry. No, sorry. Let's go plate. Yeah, let's go plate round.
1 by 1 round flat.
Search query. Yes. Yeah, because Lego sells the plate 1 by 1 round for 8 cents, and
What, the
looks like
price went up?
they sell with the trans colors for 6 cents. So, for example, I know for a fact on Bricklink you can get all of the common colors for less than 4 cents, but some of the really obscure colors like flat silver or gunmetal grey or pearl gold, something like that, that might run you above 12 cents. So I always look for the colors that are way too crazy on Bricklink, and I buy them from Lego instead. Because when Lego updated their PAB prices a couple years ago to make everything consistent across the board, it made it easier to compare Lego's prices with Bricklink's prices. And that's why I bought 999 reddish brown 1 by 1 round bricks from Lego, because there was no one on Bricklink that had a quantity of over 1,000 that were selling them for cheaper than what Lego was. Because on Bricklink, for those who don't know, when you're buying in quantity, normally you'll have to pay more, which is why they list the average quantity price as well as the average price. Because if you're a Lego tree hugger and you're going to build a whole lot of tree trunks, then you're going to need a whole lot of the 1 by 1 round bricks. I'm not sure how many trees you've built in your time, Ingrid.
I built them, but I don't use just round bricks.
Yeah, for unfortunately, I have some of my trees have had to have square bricks.
Okay, so I don't know if I have anything right near me, but it'll break up the monotony. Um, I use a combination uh of various shapes and sizes for my tree. So
I know I have some trees. I know I have some trees that use the round cones instead, and I need to replace them all with the regular round ones I bought from Pab a while ago. But what also, but I know that a lot of Lego tree huggers get themselves into trouble because they don't have enough of the Travis bricks either.
Okay.
Particularly if you're gonna create a pine forest, you need a lot of the Travis brick. And unfortunately with those arches, it's very easy to break them because I
Well, you're
literally
not
had
supposed to
super
climb
glue.
them.
I had to super glue. I had to super glue 3 of those arches back together.
Okay. So I stay away from these round ones. Unless it's going to be a specific kind of tree, like a palm tree, then I stay away from this. And instead, I use the technique of, well, I'm going to have to use one of these base plates for a minute. I'll I'll get as many different shapes and sizes for the base of the tree. And okay, so what I'll do is I'll put them together like in that form, and I'll try to get everything not so uniform. Also, you try to use a few different kinds of colors to try to get that, I don't know, more natural feel of it. Probably this would not do, but and then at the base of the tree, if my fingers can work, it'll start to widen out in the front, and then as I go along, it'll get smaller and smaller. Um, and it'll give that tree a little more randomness because no tree is completely round. You go to a tree and you're gonna find even a branch sticking out or something. Like you're not gonna find a tree that's 100% round. You're not, in a natural setting. So basically, I go to my brown drawer and just kind of throw everything together.
Yeah, that's a lot of those tree problems is what I went through when I built my mock Star Wars Ewok village. I was since I used most of my round bricks for building trees in my city and not some dumb mock for May the 4th be with you. I had to play with a lot of different colors, and I had to. It got so bad, I ended up having to use snot bricks to get the slopes to slope the way I wanted them to be.
Oh, that's actually a good idea to use the slopes.
Yeah, but using snot bricks in a tree when you're doing that, that's a telltale sign that you're really running out of pieces to make a tree mock look good.
No, not for me. Actually, I think it adds character.
It does add character, but if you don't execute it properly, it can look a little bit ugly. It's much more easier to execute standard up and down building than it is sideways construction. and that's the problem I faced when I built my Ewok village. But I was able to pull it off in the end. So at least that was something.
I think you're getting the gist of what I'm saying here.
Yeah,
That I don't have it all um one dimensional, I want to call it. I
yeah,
give it
because
a little
I know
more.
that some Lego tree huggers want those really thick trunks with the wide spreading roots.
Why do you keep calling me a tree hugger?
Because that's what the hashtag is for people that build a lot of Lego trees. They are Lego tree huggers because it's a parody of all of the hippies that hug trees.
Now I'm a hippie? Do, do I
Or
have to run
well,
around with
back in the 60s, when all of no, sorry, not the 60s, back in the 70s, when all of the hippies were against people cutting down trees to use as a source of lumber and paper before they realized, hey, using lumber and paper is better than using plastic. Let's cut down those trees and keep on planting them over and over and over again. It's funny how over the last 50 years, society has flipped its preferences.
Yeah, well, we're a bunch of weirdos anyway.
We can't make up our own minds, and the English language is the most confusing of all because it's so confusing that you could think about any object in the world. You're from the US, I'm from Australia, Miss Amby is from Scotland, and we could call we could we could call an object three different names because of regional terminology. Because is it a lorry? Is it a truck? Or is it a tractor trailer? No one knows.
True that.
And sometimes we have selective terminology based upon what we think is more appropriate.
But you know what? It doesn't matter. In the end, it's like having two different languages, but people are still trying to get along. And since we all speak the universal language of Lego, that's all that matters.
Yeah, because you can speak any language in the world, but every Lego fan knows what AFOL. No, sorry, every Lego fan knows what an AFOL, NPU, SNOT, and all the other acronyms are.
Mock,
Yeah, mock, mod, uh,
mm,
and there's plenty of other acronyms out there.
Tab, Bam.
Yeah, all of the like relative terms and all
Mm-hmm.
all of the social media relative terms.
So you're right. We do speak a universal language, which is common to our
Our hobby,
group, our
and
group, our hobby.
for some people, their lives are so empty that Lego is literally their livelihood. And hello, Julian Herbert. No, sorry, Julian Hibbert. My apologies.
Hello, Julian. I haven't seen you in these parts in quite a while. I hope you're doing well. Are you cooking your turkey? So I am um, breaking up the monotony by building a little bit of an example of a tree trunk without going further, because this can go much higher. You can go as high as you want. But when I do the thick tree trunk, I did not use any of these round bricks. And then I was thinking, actually, I dreamt it last night. Don't ask me why, but I was just, laying there, and I woke up and I had this idea.
Is that a vine from one of the friends' jungle sets?
I don't know. I got it in a bulk lot one time, I think. I can't get it in there. There, I think I got it in there. And then,
In the lime green color, I'm pretty sure that came out of a 2014 friend set.
and I was thinking of having it, you know, go around the tree, and
Kind of like how they spun that vine around in the bonsai tree.
oh, they did that. I haven't built my bonsai tree yet. I made my own mock.
Mm. And whenever I see Lego tree huggers building trees that have the really wide roots at the base, but
Hmm.
a really short trunk and wide spanning branches, I always think of the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter.
Oh, but actually, I usually try to make it taller, but I was just talking about how I do my trees, so it's not like I'm gonna keep it right now. But that is that is how I like to build my trees. It's my preferred way.
Yeah,
Um, I also prefer um this genre of tree. I like the what's it called? Maple tree, or the oak.
I like the maple trees too because in Thomas Wooden Railway they once sold a set of 5 trees that had both the pine trees and the maple trees in it. I'm really glad Lego came out with their new palm tree leaves because for years I've been struggling to make a tree that looks like a South Australian fern tree because all of my attempts always look like pine. They always look like pine trees. So what I'm thinking about doing is trying to do the build of a pine, well, the build for the trunk of a pine tree, but instead of using the grass pieces stacked on top of each other that would look like leaves of a pine tree, use the palm tree leaves spread out in a way that looks like fern leaves. And I think if I buy a bunch of them in bulk, then I'll be able to make all of the fern trees I see on the coastline near the
These?
beaches. Those are the larger palm leaves. I'm talking about the smaller palm leaves that they came out in sets like the Alpine Lodge.
Okay. Hmm.
They were also in that Friends VIP poly bag, and some of the Ocean Exploration Friends sets, and some of the Exploration City sets. They've had those palm tree leaves that are, I think they're a a 2 by 3 size.
I have no clue which one you're talking about.
Maybe I'll go and find an image of them and put it on the share screen if I can find it. Lego palm tree leaves small.
Okay, we'll just wait.
And it's coming up. Well, not the ones I'm after. Tiny plants. What's this? That's a botanic set. No, that's not what I'm after.
So
Maybe it'd be
Julian,
better if I look for the itself. Lego
Julian is
friend.
requesting
The
things.
other
I actually am doing a mosaic right now. I built the tree to stop the monotony of it all. Okay, 131, 12. Okay.
Yeah, what's the set number? Yeah, it's Lego Friends set 30635 beach cleanup. Okay. Lego 60365. No, no, I got the number one. 30635.
So, Julian, what I am doing actually is a mosaic. It will be 5 of these base plates tall and 5 of these base plates wide. And I've requested that people try to guess what I'm doing.
And I guess correctly that it's the shoulder. It's or that'd be the right shoulder of a person or a character in self-portrait form. Okay, I got the listing on Bricklink. So let's go to the set inventory. And okay, so Bricklink officially calls it plant plate round 1 by 1 with curved upright leaf. So let me get an image of this from
Is it the
Bricklink,
new leaf?
and then I can put it on the share screen. And let's try and make this bigger. Yeah, it's this.
Oh, yes, that's the new one.
Yeah, that's the new one. And
Okay.
I was thinking if I get a bulk if I get bulk quantities of these new style small palm leaves that are probably the most detailed palm tree leaves we've ever gotten. If I get bulk quantities of those, I can finally those would be the perfect pieces to use as fern leaves in the fern trees I'm trying to build, because all of my attempts to make fern trees using or stacking the grass only ends up looking like a pine tree, because there are some beaches in South Australia that are lined with pine trees, but I also want to get the fern trees just for a little bit more biodiversity. Because I always like to have the pine trees and the fern trees on the coastline, and then the oak trees or the birch trees or the acacia trees in the park or in the concrete jungle of a Lego city.
It's nice when you create a Lego city or you do a park or anything that you don't have a repetition of the same tree
Yeah, because
unless it's
using a different design
landscape.
using different designs and sprinkling them in random positions in the concrete jungle makes it look like there's more biodiversity.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make and if you have a slightly different build in the trunk, if you're doing a line of trees, makes it look like, hey, the city just didn't plant a whole bunch of trees together. These trees grew naturally,
Yeah.
and they had to build the city around the trees instead of planting the trees in the city, which unfortunately the way a lot of Lego city builders operate, normally they do the latter, not while I try to do the former.
Mm. No,
And
I
Julian Hibbert said, "Make a pilgrim." Whenever someone says the word pilgrim, I always think of John Wayne Gacy.
so I guess he wanted me to do like a small, thinking it was going to be a small mosaic, and to just on the fly come up with a little pilgrim. Actually, that's a great idea, but um, I don't know if Julian's still here. That's that's a cute idea,
Yeah,
right?
come, yeah, come watch the NFL with me, pilgrim.
Actually, we're
Because
going on
I'm, 'cause
1.5 hours.
I'm John Wayne Gacy, and I'm watching the Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in the '70s. You pilgrim.
Yep. Now, is your game starting pretty soon?
In about 2 hours.
2 hours, so you need to get some sleep.
Well, when I'm hanging out with my friends, suddenly I don't feel so tired,
Well, I
because
was thinking of,
it kind of gives you an energy rush.
well, I was thinking of maybe quitting right here because, um, first of all, when I'm talking, I don't get a lot of building done. And second of all,
Welcome to my world.
you need to get some sleep. We've been going on an hour and a half.
Yeah,
This is 1:22.
and it seems like for your channel, 90 minutes is the optimal time.
Mm, pretty much.
I know some
Usually,
people's
my
I
phone
know some
used to
a lot
heat
of
up.
people's optimal times are just 1 hour. Other people's optimal times are 2 hours, and those who are committed to the job, always go for 3 hours or more.
Oh, you saying I'm not committed?
No, I'm saying those who are committed have, like, a specific time they go live every week, and maybe they don't have the responsibility of children.
I work. Well, today there's no work. I don't have to go to a job right now. Mm, that person's going elsewhere to have turkey at somebody's house. So they said they didn't need me today. And I said, okay, that's fine. So, what's your next project? What can we see on your channel?
Well, my next project is going to be the sorting party that will start at 4 p.m. Eastern on Black Friday. And anyone out there that has Lego that needs sorting can feel free to go follow me on can feel free to go follow me on Instagram. Go to my Instagram stories, and you can go get the link for the sign up sheet, or if you want to DM me saying, hey, I'm interested in joining the sorting party, I can send you the sign up sheet. And we have Zisu who just popped in.
Hey, Bishu.
Yeah, so that'll be my next project is sorting labor, because mock builders like you and me, we always have Lego to sort. A set builder, not so much.
So I just wrote
Be-
down. I can't
because
figure out what number 51 is.
builders because set builders don't have bulk laying around. They have a backlog.
I think Zisu's trying to explain the game to me. Probably the team that carries the ball to the end zone most often. Thanks, Zisu, for explaining the game to, us folks that not so knowledgeable.
Even though a Better Call Saul is a Seahawks fan living in Patriots country, which is one of the most ironic sports things I've ever seen. Because that'd be like if a Dallas Cowboys fan was anywhere else except Dallas. Oh wait, that is the case. Yes, for so-called America's team who have not won a Super Bowl in almost 30 years now. Yeah, congratulations. And as someone who roots for a team that is in the same division as the Dallas Cowboys, I say, ha ha.
So I think that we're going to be ending right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. I do think that these streams are a little bit boring, so I will probably open up a set next time, or and just show you my progress on this on my shorts or something. Zisu says I'm still learning too.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, Stud Sidious and myself could educate the whole community. What Stud Sidious and I should do is we should write one of those insert whatever here for dummies books, but
Mm.
we should write a book called The Rules of the NFL for the Lego Community and explain it in the simplest terms possible, like a Samsung user who wants to convert to iPhones and has to read a book called iPhones for Dummies. We should do that. I'll have to ask Stud Sidious about that.
Or we could just go to somebody who has one and they teach us.
But we'd have to do it specifically for the Lego community and reference how all the non-sports people always say, "Go sports!"
I've never said that in my life.
Or
Looks like it's
or
going
the
to be
very
new.
people that know how much I love sports and they trigger me by saying I don't like sports or sports is bad or whatever because they know it's an inside joke.
Oh, I just say I have no clue. I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going
Yeah.
to say, oh, how about that team? The
How
red
about
jerseys.
how about yeah, how about them Ingrid wins?
Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming. We had a lot of fun today.
We did.
It was a, it was a, s- I'm not gonna lie. It was a very mm, ASMR type of
Yeah.
show today, but we
And it
did
would have
have
been
fun.
it would have been even more ASMR if I wasn't here.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for coming on. Everybody
Which is
go
why
subscribe to his channel.
and the fact that it was not totally ASMR illustrates the good chemistry that we have. And yeah, you should definitely go and subscribe to me if you're not already. That's Mayo Hosco on YouTube.
Yes, and please subscribe to my channel. This is not my usual content, but I'm loving this mosaic art. So I'm doing that for now. Maybe the next time we'll build a nice, cool set. Comment down below what set you want me to build. Well, not exactly, but if you want a
Comment
friend set,
below.
or if you want a city set, or if you want a mock of a pilgrim. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye.